What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining my channel. Make sure you have subscribed because we're going to talk about some juicy topics like narcissistic mirror, how the narcissist sees themselves. So when the world sees narcissists, they see them as these horrible people. Narcissists are monstrosized when some days they are going about their daily lives just as everyone else. Just like people with personality disorders, we use a defense mechanism called splitting, in which we place narcissists as all good or all bad. They are terrible people without any redeeming qualities. It is a way that we protect ourselves just as they do. Viewing narcissists as all bad isn't accurate. They can be helpful. They can do acts of service without expecting anything in return. They can lend a helping hand. They can be a good sounding board and even exercise empathy for others in certain scenarios. It can make them feel good to be a hero to someone when they perform an incredible heroic act. They can find ways to help humankind or find a true interest if, for example, they can believe in helping students grow from F students to A students and really invest the time to teach skills. They're not always functioning on what can you do for me or how can I get you to admire me profusely. Their mind isn't always on that. Much of the time, they can know what their responsibilities are and seek to follow through in an orderly way. They might bake cookies for a friend simply because they consider you to be a friend. They can be sincerely kind and have the same struggles in life as everyone else. If you become friends with a narcissist, they will confide in you how depressed and down they've been feeling and really want advice on how to feel better. They are not always aware of their inner workings that sabotage them. They can truly feel mistreated or taken advantage of by others when they are trying to do their best. Yes, they may go after someone in a horrible way because they are sensitive to slights and misinterpreting the person. Some of them grew up in decent but less than perfect circumstances where they were depended on too much to make the household run, so they are used to being used and abused to a certain extent. For your average everyday narcissist, they want a good friendship like everyone else, and they can be quite normal unless they are triggered into narcissistic behavior, which could be a result of envy, a chance to take advantage of being an opportunist to get their needs or wants met. Some of them only stay in the user category where it's kind of like, what can people do for me? Can you do me a favor? Can you help me? Can you help me with this? But some of them have been taught to be that way. But they can truly be thankful for someone they consider to be a true friend and really try their best to be a good friend back, even though there are deficits. So they may have family that they are kind of mistreating or aggressive with and feel devastated that the family members don't want to spend time with them and not really understand why. They can really be sad about that. My point is, in order to survive narcissists, sometimes we have to see them through their own filter. If you ask them if their central focus is to be out to get people, if it isn't a person whom they perceive as a threat, the answer will be no. In their mind, they weren't handed everything on a silver platter, and they may be accurate in seeing how their parents mistreated one child over the other, and they may try to be a better, more conscientious parent, teaching their kids right from wrong as a result. Some of them drink admiration for dinner, but they can be chivalrous because it's the right thing to do. Yes, some narcissists can be mean for mean's sake, but they are not always spending every waking moment thinking of how can I use my narcissistic traits to make someone miserable. Sometimes they will mind their own business, and as long as you do not stir the pot, they will leave you alone and you can go undetected. Your politeness and compliance with everyday regular responsibilities will feel normal and pleasant to them. They are survivors. They will have some internal workings that are bothersome to them that they may not share with most people, that are frustrating, that the disorder, it plagues them too. Like, it gives them a lot of headache and difficulty. Truly, it can drive them nuts in some ways, and they can't put a finger on it. So Your average narcissist knows how to be polite and put on one shoe at a time like everyone else. They may rely on their friends a lot to proofread their work because they are feeling insecure, but as long as they aren't being overly difficult, I think those sort of things are okay. And believe it or not, with some narcissists, if you need their help, they will be there to help you as well. They will gladly do it. They are not always in a narky frame of mind. It's important to know this so that you do not unnecessarily fear them all the time. Now, if you tack on paranoid personality disorder to a narcissist, it heightens the narcissistic traits considerably. But a plain bread and butter narcissist with the typical job description as everyone else can be quite funny and even fun to be around and can go undetected by most. Some narcissists can be detected as unfriendly or cold, but if you push through the facade to friendship, some can be grateful for it and become quite comfortable with practicing good friendship skills with you. If you want to learn more about narcissists, I wrote a book called The Workplace NaRCISSiST, which is about a certain brand of workaholic narcissist, but I explore who these human beings are, and some of the things that I reveal to you might be just as surprising as what I've discussed with you today. So check it out. I'll put the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, my lovelies. Be sure to share and like the video. Bye.